Welcome to the Stomping Grounds. I am your host, Devin. On this show, our players look to bring the best deck to the table, whether it be high-powered decks or CDH decks. So let's look at what decks our players will pilot this episode. First up, Cam will be playing Frija, Judge of Valor. This is an Angels deck that focuses on casting more and more spells to gain value. Following that, Spencer will be playing Sythis, Harvest Hand. This is focusing on drawing a bunch of cards by playing little enchantments, also with a Voltron theme. We have another Voltron commander with Balan, Wandering Knight. This is all about equipment and equipping as fast as it can for commander damage. And today I'll be playing Blue and Owen. This deck obviously focuses on dinosaurs and sacrificing them to put bigger dinosaurs on the battlefield. And with that said, Cam is going to be first on tonight's game.
Awesome. Draw for turn. You play a swamp and pass.
Alright, beginning upkeep, I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Breeding Pool tapped and pass.
Alright, I will draw. I will play a Plains, and I'll tap for 1, and I'll cast Esper Sentinel.
Oh no, I hate that. Alright, cool.
Pass turn.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Plains and pass.
Draw. Womp. I'm going to cast Chrome Mox, paying for the Esper. And when it ETBs, I'm going to imprint the SS, so it's going to be white-black. And with those two, I'm going to tap and cast a Thought Vessel.
Okay.
I'll pass turn.
Alright, beginning upkeep, I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Mountain. I'll pay 2. Unfortunately, I have to give that Esper Sentinel draw, but that's okay.
Yay!
I'll play a Nature's Lore, search my library for a land and put it onto the battlefield.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, all in a day's work.
Could have been wholesome.
I know. Well, the Esper Sentinel's not wholesome at all, so gotta do with what we can.
Oh, come on.
Box into another talisman or another mana rock.
He just has swords for hands. Come on, he's cool. Are you done after that, or are you going to cast something else?
I'm gonna be casting something else. I don't feel like searching for long. I'll just search for a forest. And I'll put it onto the battlefield untapped because of Nature's Lore. And then I will go ahead and play a Jeweled Lotus. And then sacrifice Jeweled Lotus and play a Blue Loyal Raptor.
Right.
I'll pass.
Untap and draw. I will play an Ancient Tomb as land for turn. Mana Crypt. Unfortunately, I didn't have the other white right now, but that'll just have to do. I'm going to hit myself for 2 with the Tomb, and 2 more. I'm going to cast Palantir of Orthonk. I'm also going to cast a Colossus Hammer with the Floating Wand. So at the beginning of my end step, put an Influence counter on Palantir of Orthonk and scry 2. Then target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters on Palantir of Orthonk, and that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. Alright, so I'm going to scry 2. I'm going to bottom both of those. And Bilbo's Wagons. Choose to either have me mill or draw a card. I will hit a Deep Gnome Paramancer. You will take 2.
Oh, 2, yeah.
Just 2, yep.
Draw for turn. Play a forest, tap 2, Sythis. And pass turn.
Draw. I'm going to tap a black, and I'm going to cast Cling to Dust on the Jeweled Lotus to exile it. That resolves, I'll draw a card. And I'm going to tap for 1 and get a Soul Guide Lantern. I'll hit the Deep Gnome with the Soul Guide Lantern ETB. And then I'm going to pay 1 to crack it to draw a card. A Spell Bomb. I'm just trying to find a land here.
Alright, my turn. I'll draw for turn. Unfortunately, I am on the same boat. I can't find any lands either. So I'll just go ahead and untap and then tap all those lands for Owen Grady. And then I will swing blue. Let's see if Steve will chump with his Esper.
Will not. I will accept your 5 damage.
Okay. And then after that, I will pass.
Alright. Untap. Both Crypt. Odds will damage me. 2 is safe. I will draw. His land for turn. Do some sit-up. So we're going to tap for 3. I'm going to cast Boromir, Warden of the Tower. I'm just going to go ahead and move to my end step trigger. Palantir goes to 2. And I will choose Cam this time. Let me scry. Let's go... one on... No, we're going to bottom both of these. Would you like me to mill 2 or draw a card?
You can mill 2.
Skyclave Apparition and Lauren of the Third Path, so you'll take 6. And then I'll pass it over.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Wait, land for turn. We'll tap 2 for a Sanctum Weaver. Sythis trigger, gain a life, draw a card. And then if that's good, I will just pass the turn.
Ready. Untap. Draw. I'm going to sack this and blow up your graveyard, Steve. And with the trigger on the stack, I'm going to pay 1 to draw a card. I'm going to
Special guest.
for 1. I'm going to cast the Scout's Warning. I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to Entomb. I need to get a nice shovel in, I think. I'm going to pass.
Alright. Beginning
Get
of
that planes to the top.
Yeah.
I'll draw. Man, this is all unfortunate. Okay, I mean, I guess I could kind of do something, and nobody's playing blue besides me, which is nice. Ironic blue with blue, but, so what I'll do this time is I will tap Owen Grady and put a haste counter on blue. So that's just going to be a haste counter.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a lightning bolt. And
I thought you were gonna draw on the card sleeve.
I've heard of people doing that. No, that's not me. But because I'm out of, I don't have any lands to play, I'll just pay 3 to play Eldritch Evolution to sacrifice Owen to search for a 5 CMC or less.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You got it.
Thank you, sir.
Any responses?
Yes. So that you're going to get a 5 CMC dinosaur that will have
or
haste.
less, or less. Like it's 5 CMC or less.
In response, I'll tap 1, lose a life, and I'll help you with your mana problem. I'll path to exile blue.
Oh, you're so gracious.
So, would you like to pay for Esper Sentinel?
I cannot.
Okay.
Super gracious.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll search my library for a 5 CMC or less and put it onto the battlefield.
And a basic, which comes in tapped.
And a basic, you're correct. I'll put Hunting Velociraptor on the battlefield. And I'll get a... Let's see... I'll get an island on the battlefield, and I'll pass after that when I find the island.
I'm gonna untap, roll for crypt, odds will damage me. 3 is damage, take 3, go to 30. Draw for turn. Land for turn is going to be Iganjo Castle. Get my commander out this turn. So I'll tap 4 and cast Balan, Wandering Knight. I'm going to hit myself for 2 with the tomb, and I'm going to cast a Soul Guide Lantern. If that's good, ETB, targeting Burial Rite. I guess I can... You know what? I might as well. I'll go ahead and activate Balan's ability using the 1 and a white here, which will throw the hammer onto Balan. Does not have double strike because it only has 1 equipment on it. I'll attack Spencer for 3, Vigilance.
Take 3.
And I'll pass it over. Oh, no, sorry. Palantir trigger. Bottoming both. Your turn, Spencer. I can mill 3 or draw a card.
I take the damage of all 3.
Mill is a form of removal.
Not really.
I know.
You know what? I'm about to make you sad, so I'll let you draw a card. So
How dare you. Pass it over.
tap,
The audacity.
upkeep, draw. I'll play a Marsh Flats, crack it, lose a life. Get a Savannah, tap, 2 white, and a white here. So 3 white, and I will cast Armament of Nyx, targeting Balan.
So
that-
what does this one do again?
That will trigger Sythis, gain a life, draw a card. This one, enchanted creature has double strike as long as it's an enchantment, which he's not. Otherwise, prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. So it doesn't do damage.
Okay, do you want to pay for Esper Sentinel?
I will pay for it. And if that's good, I will just pass the turn.
Well,
There we go.
yep, back in it. Back in it. What's in the graveyards right now? It's creature-wise.
I got
Nothing
none.
for me.
I got nothing.
I'm just gonna cast a Living Death. 5 mana board wipe.
I'll respond by sacrificing Boromir. Oh, and are you paying for Esper Sentinel before that, actually?
No.
Oh, you're just doing it as a board wipe. Okay, cool. Well then, yep, then I won't respond any further.
That's true.
Boromir will come back.
I mean, the Esper Sentinel's gone.
And the
so.
next time the ring tempts me, it'll be at 2.
Alright, my turn?
If I...
Alright, beginning upkeep. I'll draw for turn. Let's see. I luckily draw into a land, but not a land that I like because it enters the battlefield tapped. But that's okay. I will go ahead and pay 4 mana for a Hulking Raptor. I will pass.
Tap. Roll for crypt. Odds will be damage. 5 is damage. Take 3. Go to 25. Draw for turn. Land for turn will be Scavenger Grounds. 2 for Sword of the Animist. I will hit myself for 2 with the Tomb to put the sword on Boromir. Yeah, I gotta do this too. Let's go 2 for Mask of Memory. If that's good, give that to Boromir as well. I'll move to combat. I will swing on Nostalgia for 4.
No effects.
I'll have an attack trigger, and then a damage trigger. Attack trigger to get the planes, and Mask of Memory on damage. Draw 2, and then discard 1. I will discard Skyclave Cleric. And then I would like to move to end step. Palantir goes to 4. We're back on you, Devin.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll let you draw a card.
On your end step, I'll tap to lose a life and cast Eladamri's Call. I will find an Argothian Enchantress, and that goes to my hand. Draw for turn. I will play an Exotic Orchard, which taps for both my colors. Thank you, you 3. Actually, all are in my colors. And then I will tap to and cast that Argothian Enchantress. And then I will tap 3, lose a life, and I'll cast Enchantress's Presence. Trigger Argothian Enchantress, and I'll draw a card. And that is it.
Passing.
Interesting it up. Very nice.
Draw. Planes. I'm going to cast my commander. Frija. And then pass turn.
Beginning upkeep. I'll draw for turn. Hulking Raptor will trigger, adding 2 green mana. I guess I'll tap out for 7 and play Vaultborn Tyrant. Anything on the stack or at all, or?
He's a good boy.
Okay. When he enters the battlefield, I will draw a card and gain 3 life. And that's very convenient because I drew into a land. That's wonderful. Hulking Raptor, Hulking Raptor. Spencer is drawing a lot of cards over there, so I'll swing Hulking Raptor for 5.
I'll take 5.
And I'll pass after that.
At your end step, I'm going to crack the Soul Guide Lantern to draw a card. Upkeep, roll for crypt. Odds will damage me. For safe, draw for turn. I'm going to play War Room as land for turn. I'm going to tap 2 for Swiftfoot Boots. I would like to tap 6 for my commander, taking 2 from the tomb. 2, 4, 5, 6. If there's no response to that, I would like to activate her ability. Any response to that?
Nope.
So she's pretty cool now.
Oh no.
Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Well, I don't have trample right now, so you guys are spared a certain death at the moment. But she is a 14/14 with double strike.
Wonderful. Just, I can't wait to have you equip a sword like has protection from blue or black or green or something like that.
Because I think nostalgia might have. No, it's not. I'm not attacking him. I'm swinging up at you, Devin.
With
coming at you.
With. Oh, does he have haste too?
Yeah. It's got boots.
Okay, I guess I have to block it.
Boromir can go sideways over here at Spencer.
Alright, I'll block with the Vaultborn Tyrant, since it doesn't have trample, right?
It does not.
Okay, I'll block with the Vaultborn. And I'll make a Vaultborn copy. And the Vaultborn copy will trigger, and I'll gain 3 life, and then draw a card.
Alright, I would like to move to end step. Let me do this in order so I don't mess anything up. Palantir goes to 5. Try 2. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. I will choose Cam this time.
You can drop.
Thank you, sir. Pass turn.
Now thinking I made a mistake using that Path to Exile on Devin's priest commander.
I know, it just...
I thought you were gonna get something scarier, to be honest.
No, 5 mana, not... It's usually 6, 7 mana is usually where it's scary, but not 5.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright, I will play my land for turn, which will be Igonjo. I'll tap 4, taking a damage to cast Sythis, which will trigger both of these, draw 2. Then I will tap for white and cast Al-Said of Life's Bounty. Trigger Sythis, gain a life, and then trigger all 3 of them, draw 3 cards.
For some reason, I thought you said, like, Lisan al-Gaib. I don't know why.
No, not quite. I wish.
That would save the game from this Balan.
It's not necessary. Balan's fine. Just chill. She's just a cat.
And then after
Building some
that,
weapons.
I will just hold up my last mana and pass turn. I've got 9 cards in hand, so I gotta discard 2. I'll discard Birds of Paradise.
Good blocker.
I know, we need all the blockers we could get from Balan.
You gotta keep a blocker up at all costs right now.
Then I'll discard a...
Get myself a sword.
Draw for turn.
Need a feast and famine, looks like.
Isolated Chapel. I'm gonna cast Vidalcanori, and then I will pass.
Love that card.
Yep, definitely classic.
Alright, beginning upkeep, I will draw for turn, and I'll play a Misty Rainforest Crackit. I'm just gonna get an island just to make it. I don't care about getting optimal land base, I already have it. Okay, and so also I have the upkeep trigger of Hulking Raptor getting 2 green mana in the air. I'll use one of the green mana to play a Delighted Halfling, more for a blocker if anything else. I'll use the other. I'll pay 6 total mana to play a Earthshaker Dreadmaw, which ETB I draw a card for each other dinosaur I control, so I just control 2 other dinosaurs, so I draw 2 cards. Okay, I'll do this just to kind of see if I can. I'll pay 2 mana to contest the claws over at Boromir. I'm going to target Earthshaker Dreadmaw.
I will respond by sacrificing Boromir.
Great. I wanted to make sure Balan was not going to be indestructible anymore, or has the response to do that.
That's
Alright.
fair, that's fair.
So
Balan will be my ring bearer, and it'll be at the 2nd level. I don't
Okay.
have the ring with me, but...
Okay, and I guess I'll go to combat, because I guess I do have... Steve is wide open, and I guess Vidalcanor kind of scares me.
I got 3 cards in hand.
3 cards in hand? Okay. I'll just swing Hulking Raptor over at Steve for 5, and I'll hold tight with the rest of them.
Take 5.
Okay, and I'll pass after that.
Untap. Roll for crit. Odds will be damage. Take 3.
I also forgot to draw with a Volbor Timer with Earthshaker Dreadmaw triggering, and I'll actually draw. I'll gain 3 life. I forgot about that. That's a triggered ability, so it has to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it'll change anything, so... I will draw for turn. I'll play a Plains as land for turn. Then I am going to... Let's go... 2... Oh, I just gotta hope this works. 3, 4... Tomb hits me for 2. 5 for Batterskull. It's a living weapon, so it comes out with a germ attached to it. Equipped creature gets +4/+4 and has vigilance and lifelink. And then for 3, I can bounce it to my hand, and it equips for 5. And then I'm also gonna cast a Sword of Forge and Frontier. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has pro red and green.
Oh no.
Which deals combat damage to player. Exile the top 2 cards of the library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play an additional land this turn. If that's good, I would like to activate Balan. The germ will go to Germ Heaven, and Balan will have all 6 of these. to the Ninth Spear, to the 9th layer of Phyrexia or something like that. So Balan's pretty chunky and is now pro green. Looks like I am going to have to kill you, Devin.
All right.
Even though you're not the person I want to go try to kill right now, but unless you got an obscuring haze, Balan's going at you.
Okay, let's see. I do have a response, and I'm gonna die. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's, let's see. Oh, I do have an attack trigger to Sword of the Animist. But it is coming in for 4, 8, 18, 20. 20 double strike.
Dang, 20 double strike. Oh, good luck, guys.
Luckily I get both damage triggers there. So I have damage trigger. So I'll do Mask of Memory first. Draw 2. I'll pitch Plains. and then Sword of Fortune Frontier. Exile the top 2 cards. Via Plains and Mithril Coat. And then I will gain 20 life, putting me at 31. And then on the second strike, another set of those damage triggers. Draw 2, discard 1, Buried Ruin. And then top 2, Windbrisk Heights and Generous Gift. So I can play 2 additional lands this turn. So let's do Windbrisk Heights, Hideaway 4. I will put this card exiled underneath it, rest on the bottom, and then I will play the Plains over here as my 3rd land for turn. I will tap 3 for Mithril Coat. If it's good, ETB attached to Balan. So it is now indestructible. Gain another 20 life, go to 51. And then move to end step, Palantir goes to 6. I will scry 2. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. And I'll choose you again, Cam.
Draw.
And I'll pass turn.
Tab. Upkeep, draw. I will shock in a Temple Garden. Then I will tap 2, cast Canopy Cover, targeting Sythis. Trigger Sythis, gain a life, draw a card, and then draw 2 more for the other 2. And then I will tap Spana for a green and cast Wild Growth, targeting my Plains over here. Trigger Sythis, gain a life, and then draw 3. Tap for a white and cast Ethereal Armor, targeting Sythis. Gain a life, draw 3. Then I will tap 1, 2, 3 and cast Battle Mastery, targeting Sythis. Gain a life, draw 3. So now she has double strike. So she's untargetable. This gives her +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment I control, and this gives her double strike. So she gets +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she is an 8, 9 with double strike. That's not enough. Shoot.
You gotta get past the sword, bro.
Yeah, this also, enchanted creature can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. What are you pointing at?
And mine specifically doesn't have fly. I would say mine specifically does not have flying with the Colossus Hammer.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're good.
And then I will tap 1, lose a life, and then gain it right back. Cast Hyena Umbras, targeting Sythis, draw 3. So she's a 9, 10 with double strike. That's still not... Oh wait, no, and then this gives her +1/+1. So she's a 10, 11 with double strike, so I'm literally 1 short.
So close.
That is very depressing.
Cat God smiles today.
That's not good. Well, I'm tapped out, so I really can't do anything. I guess she a pro green anyway, so she can't block for you. I'll swing her at you anyway for 20. Or for 10 double strike that you can't block. So
I have no choice but to accept 20 damage.
Unfortunately, none of this stuff gives her lifelink either. Not actually, that doesn't even matter. Your commander is gonna smack me. Well, that is all I got. Move to my end step. I have a lot of discarding to do.
Tap, draw, tap for...
That is tragic up there. I'm sorry, Devin.
I'll just pass turn.
Alright. Untap, roll for crypt, all will be damage. 3 is damage. 28, draw for turn. I will play Emeria, the Sky Ruin, as land for turn. Let's have some fun here. Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge is good. Yeah.
I think we're done. You're getting trampled.
So now I need trample.
Yeah, I can't do
Like
anything.
it.
I could chump with this up until you get trample, and then I'm done. So.
We'll go Cauldron Complete to hand.
Oh man, I've never seen that played. I loved it when it was first foiled. I thought it was so cool.
I will cast it. It is so cool. One of my favorites.
It looks like
does
a
look like a
Bionicle.
Bionicle.
Yeah, like honestly,
That's
that's why I love it
exactly
so
what
much.
looks like.
Bionicle.com presents new Enika Heroes. Ask your parents' permission before going online.
Yeah, the germ will come out, but I don't really care about it. I am going to activate Balan. Pick up Cauldron Complete. She is now a 25. Yep. Move to combat. And I will swing on you, Spencer. Cam's responding. I do have an attack trigger.
I'm gonna flash in a Fellwar Stone And then I'm going to
Hot potato.
tap for 4. Exile 5 cards from my graveyard to flashback Cling to Dust. And I'm going to hit the... Let's see, not a creature. Anything that's not a creature in your graveyard, I'm going to... Yeah, I'll hit the
Soul
Soul
Guide
Guide.
Lantern?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just
I'm
because
just trying to draw. So
it's in your face.
on cast of... And then I'll pass. That's it.
Oh man,
Well,
it seems so hopeful for a moment.
I know. I was like, do I live? No. Well, I
Hmm.
gain 1 life from lifelink and then die.
Yep, and I'll only have 1 set of damage triggers because you'll die on the first set. So Mask of Memory, draw 2, discard 1, discarding Archivist of Ogma, and then Forge and Frontier, Jeweled Lotus, and Guardian of Faith. So I will cast the Jeweled Lotus, and just go ahead and move to my Palantir trigger. Palantir will go to 7. Discard 2.
You can mill.
Put them both on the bottom. Oh, you guys already scooped up. Sorry.